Is Allah in need of our prayer? Is Allah in need of our praising? Doesn't Allah have enough power now to put everything in existence right now, to complete non-existence, and to create a new creation, and to make everyone to be praying to Him non-stop 24 hours? He is able to do that. He doesn't need us. This is the problem that 21st century Muslims have come into, because we think we're doing Islam a favor. We think we are doing Allah a favor. We think that we're doing our Prophet a favor, not knowing that if we're able to help other people, like what we're saying upstairs, people are also trying to think, they're thinking now, because you're helping other people, you are actually doing them a favor. What kind of mu'min, what kind of believer you are? That means that you're looking at yourself so high. You are helping them. You're not helping them. You're not helping no one. You are taking what is here and giving what is there. This is not helping. This is being the channel that we are supposed to be. This is being the wasila that we're supposed to be for each other. They don't like that. Wahhabis, they don't like that wasila. They say no. But we even give salams to each other. We're asking each other, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. Then they say, no, don't ask prayer from holy people. Don't ask prayers from the prophets. Don't ask prayers from the Mubarak ones, because Shaitan has completely made them to become so selfish, thinking that they are something. They're doing something. They learn a couple of ayats, they go up and down a couple of times. This Wahhabi disease of arrogance and stubbornness put in there, they think that they're doing Islam a favor. So, Allah is not in need of our prayers. Allah is not in need of anything. One time, Hazrat Musa alayhi salam, he was going up to the mountain of Tur. He was speaking to his Lord. He was speaking to his Lord through a burning tree, let's say, and sound was coming out. Now, don't think that that tree is Allah. Don't think also the sound that is coming out, it is a voice as we understand it to be. A sound is something else. Don't think when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, kun, be, and it is, that it is, we are going to hear those words like that. One day, they were having a divine conversation. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was speaking to Kalimullah. Asking him, Hazrat Musa, Ya Musa, what have you done for me? Hazrat Musa is saying, Ya Rabbi, what can I do for you? Say, what can you do for me? Hazrat Musa is saying, I'm praying for you, Ya Rabbi. I'm doing my namaz for you. This is another secret there, because the prophets, they pray like how we are praying. We are praying like how they are praying, offering 5 times prayer. All 124,000 prophets, they're following not their own shariat, they're following the shariat of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, in their own time. Saying, I'm praying for you, Ya Rabbi. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, that prayer, Ya Musa, it is not for me, it is for you. It is going to protect you. Ya Rabbi, then I am paying zakat for you. He says that zakat, it is to make whatever that you have in this world halal. I am not in need of that zakat. The zakat that you are making, it is again for you. I'm fasting, Ya Rabbi. That fasting is to save you, to purify you, to make you to be ready to understand how I have created you, to understand a little bit of what ahsani taqwim is. the most perfect form, that when you are fasting, you're going to have a taste of that, to bring you back to me, to bring you back to yourself, your original self, that you are not in need of anything except for me. And you understanding everything is coming from me. So that fasting, it is for you. I'm going to the Hajj, Ya Rabbi, because every prophet has to go to the Hajj. That Hajj, Ya Musa, it is for you again. It is for you, and it is for your followers. It is for people up to the Akhir Zaman, that now they're going to understand both physically and with everything else what it means to separate yourself from everything and to enter into that doorway, into that death, and to come into my presence. I said, Musa, is at a loss. I said, Ya Rabbi, I don't know what I can do for you. Free are you from need. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying what? Love those whom I love and hate those whom I hate. Leave those whom I leave. Love those whom I love and leave those that I leave. What have you done for the sake of Allah today? This used to be a very strong thing, that especially the people of Tariqat, the people of the Ahle Osman, they must have in their homes to remind them, going in and out of their house, as you're entering into that dunya, as you're entering from that dunya, entering into your house from that dunya, to remind yourself, whatever it is in the dunya, think about Allah first. And think about Allah first. When you are in that dunya, what are you going to do now for the sake of Allah in that dunya? So that you are going to bring now the remembrance of Allah in your dunya, so that in your dunya you're not going to say this is dunya, it has nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with tariqat, nothing to do with spirituality, this is it, and then I go home and there's something else. So you become like that, like what they say, you become what? Psychotic. It is a mental illness, no? Isn't it? When you have psychosis. Is it a mental illness or no? Yeah. Muslims suffering from psychosis for over 100 years. We have this sickness. This is Islam, this is not Islam, this is. So you just keep switching. Whereas Islam, it is to bring everything together. The Sharia of the Prophet ﷺ is to bring everything together. The Tariqat is to bring everything together. The Ummah is to bring everything together. So that you're not split. So you're going to say, everywhere I turn, indeed I see the face of Allah. Then you know, even if you're in the dunya, you will know that Allah is still looking at you. Not your boss. Allah is still looking at you. You have to carry your honor. You have to carry the honor of Islam then. So you must know now what, now you must start to love what your heart is. Your heart, you must put it in there. The love that Allah has for those whom He loves. You cannot put in your heart any love for those that Allah says, leave them. 24 hours, we're starting everything with A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Soon you're going to say Muslims saying, we shouldn't say that. Because we're judging him. Only Allah judges. They are doing that. They're looking at people with shaitanic characteristics, shaitanic actions, shaitanic intention, everything that is wrong according to Islam, according to Haqq, and they say, we cannot judge them now. We have to accept them. We have to be merciful. So people, the arrogance of 21st century people, they think they have more mercy than the awliya Allah. They have more mercy than the Prophet. Rahmatul lil alameen. They have more mercy than Allah. And they want to rewrite everything according to that. Their bosses making them to do that. So that there's complete now darkness and confusion. Fitna non-stop. Fitna. Confusion. Everything is okay. Is what Dajjal is going to come to say. Everything is okay. So we have lost. We have lost what we are doing it for, whom we're doing it for. The religion has become, we're doing all of it for ourselves. Allah is saying, everything is for yourself. This is what exactly has become. Especially in the people of the Akhir Zaman, everything they're doing is no longer for Allah's sake, it is for our sake. Then that time, who are you worshipping? Who is your Lord now? Like what we said upstairs, people are doing things because it makes them feel good. So everything you do, they're teaching, everything you do, it must make you feel good. If it doesn't make you feel good, then it is bad. Enter into tariqat because it makes you feel good. If it doesn't make you feel good, then it is bad. Follow a shaykh when the shaykh makes you feel good. If it doesn't make you feel good, then he is bad. Bro, you ever hear something like this from people who enter into a hospital? People to enter a hospital say, I'm only going to enter into this hospital. I'm only going to get this medicine if it makes me feel good. I'm only going to take this surgery if it makes me feel good. So what are Muslims supposed to do? If it doesn't make you feel good, you're going to leave. So it has become about worshipping your own what? Hubbub dunya, your own love of this dunya. Because this dunya, we're chasing it because we're saying it's promising pleasure. This dunya is promising us pleasure. But we know that this pleasure, it will never give you. And the end of that, it is nothing but disaster. Because the end of any existence in this dunya, it is destruction. It is not growth, it is destruction. And when you are destroying yourself, slowly destroying yourself, you're getting older, you're getting uglier, you're getting weaker. There is a wisdom in that Allah is not showing. You grow up and then you get stronger, and then after that you die. No, showing now, you get that up and then you're going to go down. This is what this dunya is. Don't put your faith in there. Now, then we must look to see. Love those whom Allah loves. Who are those ones? Don't try to judge people also. Look. Who are those that Allah loves? Who are those that Allah says leave? Allah has created everything for the sake of His Habibullah. Love your Prophet first. Love his inheritors. Love the awliya. Love those ones who are struggling to be good. Love those ones that even when they are weak, they are struggling, fighting with themselves to be good. Love those ones. Love those ones that they cannot stand up to fight for themselves, that they are oppressed, that they are gharib, that they are mazlum. Love them. When you start loving those ones whom Allah loves, now you cannot separate to love those ones that they love too. You cannot say, okay, I love the Prophet because Allah loves the Prophet, and you say, my love is only going to limit it to the Prophet. I'm not going to love whom the Prophet loves. You cannot be like that. Slowly you're going to see that now it's expanding. It's never becoming smaller, it's expanding. Now you're going to say, I love my family, my children, my car, my career, my future, my this and that. Now you're going to transplant. You're going to take out that love. You're going to say, it cannot be that. Dunya is teaching me that. First, love yourself. It cannot be like that. So now you have to put that love of Allah, love of the Prophet, love of those ones whom the Prophet loves. And that love that you're having is not selfish too. We're going to see who are the ones that the Prophet ﷺ loves. It is not his family, his possessions. I have to mention that because some people think he loves his possessions. That they're saying the Ahlul Bayt now, they're fighting for the dunya. He's given the keys to all of existence. You think they care about one orchard or one grove or one this or one that? They're given the keys of never-ending alams. You think they're going to fight over one orchard? So you're going to see who they love and who they leave. Who do they leave? Those ones who are zalims. Who do they love first? Those ones that they are being oppressed. They must stand up. They must say. They must protect as much power as they have in their hands. So people have completely forgotten this part. They think they become so proud. I pray 5 times a day. I've served Allah. Subhanallah. If this whole of creation, if every man, if every animal, if every plant, every living thing, if all the angels, if all the other creatures that we see and we don't see, everyone stops worshipping Allah, Allah will not get smaller. If everything in creation that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is continuously creating, if everyone is worshipping to Allah and glorifying Him, Allah is not going to get bigger. Allah is not us. We are not Allah. Don't make that mistake. And Allah is saying, if you are performing your obligations that I've given you, you are doing that, I will love you. Meaning that you're doing everything for yourself. For yourself. It's not in need. You're doing everything for yourself, I will love you. But if you grow up a little bit more, you become more mature spiritually, and you say, now my heart is pulling me, I must do certain things. Although He's not saying it, but it makes sense. I must run to try to do that. What did you do for the sake of Allah today? You're running for that. Then Allah is saying what? I will draw you closer to me. And I will make you that time my Khalifa. I will dress you with divine dresses that now you are going to act on my behalf. And where you are, there is going to be power. Where you are, it's going to be paradise. Where you are, it is going to be Jahannam, where those ones that they are deserving of that. You understand? It's not just to make a paradise here. What do you think is going to happen to paradise if you put the wrong ones inside? They're going to turn that paradise into a Jahannam. If you put a right person into the Jahannam, he will turn that Jahannam into a paradise. Again, adalat, knowing what to do. May Allah make us to be useful to those ones whom He loves, inshallah. Amen. May He make us to be useful to our Shaykh and to run for them to be happy with us. May Allah make us to wake up to our own selves and to understand our ego and our shaitan, not to be fooled. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Al-Fatiha.